Hello YouTube, Sam here from youtube.com/onlivegamer for the new Boston. And in this tutorial we're going to be looking more at ArrayList. Now if you remember in the previous tutorials we looked at remove at, and add range. And now in this tutorial we're going to be talking about trimming ArrayList to a certain size so that it behaves more like an array and it is a little bit more efficient than an array list. We can set the capacity of the array list, and we can also use binary searches to search for a certain value in our array list. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and set the capacity of our array list. Now what we can do is down here we can type my, or let's do it under form1 load. So we'll come over here, and now what we're going to do is we're going to type my array list dot, and you can see here, as I've said before, there's a whole bunch of stuff here. I strongly encourage you to look at this and see what you can do with some of these functions and subs. And so what we're going to do is we are going to set the capacity. So my array list dot capacity equals, let's just set it to, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So let's just set the capacity equal to 12. Or let's do 11. So now if we go ahead and run this, let's type message box, and then we will type my array list dot, and then we'll type count. So what this is going to do is it's going to get the count of the items in the array list, and it's going to return that as an integer. So we'll just go ahead and convert that to a string. So if we go ahead and run this, here's our program, and if we click display array list, we get 11 because we set the capacity to 11. Now if we set the capacity to anything else, so let's do 20. If we go ahead and run this, it's going to give us the count of 11 because it's not giving us the capacity of the array list. It's going to go ahead and give us how many items are in it. Now we could go ahead and add 9 more items to my array list, and then the capacity would be full and it wouldn't let you add any more items to this. So let's just do my array list dot capacity. So if we go ahead and run this, it should give us the value of 20. So we get 20 right there because we set it to that. And then it'll go ahead and add all the stuff to that. So what we can also do is what's called trimming the array list to the size. So let's say you have an array list, you don't know how many items people or your program is going to be adding to that array list, and you want to let them add it to until let's say a certain point in time, and then you want to make it to where they cannot add any more. Well, what you can do is you can trim your array list to the size of how many items are in there. So once they're done adding items, it'll go ahead and trim it to size. So we set the capacity to 20, then we added 11 items to it. So what we can do is type my array list dot trim to size. So the capacity is 20, but when we trim it to size, it's going to take that down to 11 because there's only 11 items in there. And if we print out the capacity, you can see that we get 11 because we've trimmed it down to however many items are in there. So that's some pretty simple stuff there. And for the last thing that we're going to learn in this tutorial, we're going to learn about the binary search. So we'll come up here and we will just declare a variable, so private index as integer. So now what we're going to do is whenever they click the button list items, we're going to get the index of a certain item in there using a binary search. So let's say we don't know the index of an item and we want to get that. So we'll just type index equals, and now we're going to type the name of our array list, so my array list dot, and then we're going to call binary search. And if you read the description of this, it says searches a range of elements in the sorted system.collections.ArrayList for an element using the specified comparator and something else there. But anyway, what you need to get from this is that inside the arguments, you're searching for a value. Now, this can be a string or a number or a data type, an object. And so we'll just go ahead and search for Sam. So it's going to search for Sam and it's going to return the index to us. So down here, we'll just message box index and we'll convert that to a string. So if we go ahead and run this, click display array list, looks like we're getting an error here. Failed to compare two elements in the array. Okay, so I found our error here and what we were doing wrong. You can see that we added Sam to our array list, but when we add range my array, add all the items in my array, you can see that Sam is already existent in that. So I'll just go ahead, remove this right here, and then we will stop the debugging. And we'll go ahead and run this again, and we will click display array list, and it returns the index of 7. So go ahead and practice trimming array lists, setting the capacity, doing binary searches, and whatever else I taught you in this tutorial. And once you got that down, go ahead and move on to the next tutorial, and thanks for watching.